Hey, good morning, Kingland team. Tom Holstrom here with Novus. I thought I would do another complete installment of how to use the MKS Word integration for requirements management. And I thought I would start from the very beginning, and in doing so, we'll actually start with installing the integration, activating the integration, showing you some of the new options that we put in place yesterday. So the first order of business is to take your browser and point to your main Integrity web page, and on this web page, if you've not noticed before, there's a client installation area over here. The Word integration installer is what you're looking for here, and what this is going to do is give you a zip file with all the relevant information that's needed. Go ahead and click, in this case, Save File. We want to save the zip file, and what I'm going to do is open the containing folder. I'm going to extract all. The dialogues in Internet Explorer are a little bit different, but for the most part the process is the same. No longer need my browser. The key here is what you want to run is the Kingland Word integration installer. I put a little run me in there to make it intuitive. We're going to run that. McAfee is, of course, working real hard on it. I will say run, and I get the first dialog as a part of this install wizard. I recommend leaving the default folder installation location the same. I also recommend making the install not for everyone, for just me. I've ran into problems with the everyone, and not sure why the everyone doesn't install the add-on correctly or activate it within Word, but I've not been able to get it working properly. Maybe a permissions issue, not sure. Anyway, I'll just say just me. It's pretty quick to install. And we're done. And the last thing that did was actually copy your custom DSD that we built for you into the appropriate directory. Now, if you want to actually see what it installed, those files are out in Program Files, MKS Word Document Importer. Here's where everything got installed. Under Rule Sets, here is the DSD for Kingland that I will show you how to use here briefly. So the next thing I'm going to do is actually launch and open one of your documents, launch Word. This happens to be the portal upgrade, and I'm going to do, like I did in the other installment, a quick import, just real quick. I'm going to select some text, but like I mentioned before, we can either import an entire document, import a set of documents, or import a selection, and I recommend the selection approach because many of your documents, as I mentioned before, have table of contents and other items that you may not want to include as a part of the import. Under the add-ins, this is where you'll find the MKS integration. I'll select Export Selection. Of course, your host name, you know what that is, PAP0018. The port is always 7001, then my credentials. It'll initialize the integration. And here's where some differences you'll notice. The first time you run the integration, this is going to be blank. You want to specify the Kingland document structure definition. Some changes I made to the integration. I defaulted the category to functional, although you may want to make something non-functional and then go back through and alter them. The project now is, rather than just a freeform text box, is a drop-down. In this case, I'll select csnd.templates, and then this is going to be the name of the requirement document. I click Next, and then like before, the integration gets started. It gives you a initial pass showing you what it's found in the document. I'm going to say looks good, click Next. It's actually creating the items, and when it's done it will tell us. There we go. The green check marks indicate that the documents were successfully created. In this case, 3 items were created. One is 22396, which is the actual requirement document container. Then 2 requirements were created, one which is of type heading, 22397, and a non-functional requirement, which is 22399, were created. I'll go ahead and close out of this, and let's go over to the Integrity client. I happen to have a query that I commonly use that shows items created by me today, especially when I'm in a production environment. I want to make sure that anything I create, I do the appropriate housekeeping and clean up. So I can actually look at this document. You may not have the view document. I'm running the developer view set, and the developer view set doesn't show all the requirements functionality, so I include that view document. So here it is. It came in as we would expect it to, and from here you can get an idea of actually how things got imported. Now, I suspect that when you do your document import that you're probably going to select, large chunks of text, and the process is the same. So anyway, that concludes today. Hopefully this has been helpful. If you have any questions, of course, give me a call or email. Either way. Thank you.